Good morning, everybody. I got my old 57 Chevrolet pickup truck pulled around here to the front of the house. It was in the backyard for a while and I hadn't messed with it in probably a couple of months, I'm guessing. Let's do a first start on it this morning. Even though I started it yesterday, we'll see how quick it starts up. First of all, I want to make sure it's in neutral. I think it is. I'll hold the clutch in just in case. It's a 6-cylinder, 235, 3-speed on the column. And I was going to mess around with this truck this week, but I've got a problem with this truck. It's preventing me from doing that. Let's see if it'll idle. Check this out. I don't have any brakes whatsoever. So that kind of, let me make sure it's in neutral. Yeah, I think it's in neutral now. It's not moving, but I don't have any brakes. That was an eye-opener for me. Fortunately, I've been really blessed that it didn't. I found out it didn't have brakes when I was moving it in the backyard, not out on the highway or something. Phew, let me tell you, that would have been really scary. I parked it here on the concrete, kind of eased it around from the backyard to the front. That old door's been hard to shut for a while. But there's no leaks underneath the truck. At all, no oil or anything. But I was going to make a video yesterday of this truck. I can show you the motor while I got it running. Okay. Nothing special here. I've got a new car. I've done a lot to this truck, believe it or not, but still it needs a lot more. Got a new carburetor for it. Had the oil change, new battery. You know how it is. Plugs, points. I've had it all. New radiator, and went from a generator to alternator, which I like that. When I bought this truck, in case you're new to the channel, when I bought this truck, I bought it from a friend of mine, a real good friend, and he's you might want to check him out on Facebook. His Facebook name is Gas Axe Chop Shop, and that's where I'm going to be taking this truck today. Fortunately, I have AAA, so this afternoon I'm going to be winding up, taking this on the rollback, and taking it back to his shop. He said he'd fix it for me. But the dilemma is, well, let me show you around the truck first. This truck has got new exhaust on it. I'll tell you what I've done first. I get sidetracked really easy. I went from 6-lug to 5-lug, small bolt Chevy pattern, 4 3/4, because that was the cheapest way for me to go. I didn't have money for wheels and tires. If you'll remember on my videos that I make, I'm a man that's on a budget. And so I had these wheels already. So this is the cheapest way for me to go. My buddy Tim at Gas Axe Chop Shop, I hope that you look him up on Facebook. He's really an interesting guy. He re-drilled the hose to accommodate my 4 3/4 bolt pattern, lug nut pattern, so I could put these Corvette rallies on because, hey, that's all I had. He put new exhaust on for me. This truck has all new wiring front to back. I had to, if you look at my old videos, you see this used to have big old taillights up here. I bought new taillights for it, the original kind, chrome. And you can run these plates here in Tennessee, the old plates, as long as you carry the new ones somewhere in the truck, the ones that you've been assigned to. Anyway, I got my new taillights. And I always like dual exhaust because when you turn it off, nobody knows if it's a V8 or not. And I like to just kind of start it up and let them listen to how quiet it is. I bought these door edge guards. If you look at my video, I put them on myself. Put the mirrors on. I've got to fix this one. This window won't close, and I don't want to shove it in there and break the glass. So as I said, I was fixing to work on it and play with it some, but this come up. I put this antenna in. The radio works. It just didn't have an antenna. And I didn't do this hack-up job. It was already here. And you can see it needs a lot of love. Somebody has done some previous work to it, and that could be one of the reasons why the window doesn't shut. I'm not really sure. But this whole truck's had a lot of work done to it. There's a lot of hidden bad spots in it. But you know what? I love it just the same. We put this barn wood in there that my buddy Tim had at Gas Axe Chop Shop. And my wife and I varnished it, but it needs another coat now, I see. Even though it's been sitting indoors in the garage in the backyard. And I've got my Chevrolet riding on the tailgate. If you watch my other video on my 69 I put up last week, you'll know why. Anyway, it's a good running little old truck, and it shifts good. I like a 3-speed on the column because most people don't know how to drive it. And the two grills, the 257 grills that I have for sale that you've seen in other videos, that's why I'm selling them, because the one that I had made that I was going to put on here, it just so happened this one come up. A friend of mine had it, so I bought it and put the chrome grill on. I've had to buy new chrome headlight bezels and turn signals because it was missing some turn signals and stuff. I've got an electric wiper motor on it, so the wipers are electric instead of vacuum, and I really like that. And this truck came with a 55 or 6 Chevrolet truck hood, and I was wanting the original 57. So once again, one of my friends come up, we made a deal, and he was wanting my hood and I was wanting this one. So we swapped hoods. He's got the right one for his now, and I got the right one for this one. And this is the original 6-cylinder truck. And you can tell by the emblem, because if it's a V8, the Chevrolet emblem up here would be a lot smaller, and there'd be a V right here, designating that it was a V8 truck. But this one's a 6-cylinder, and you know what? I've done all this painting myself and kind of made it look like it might have been original paint. I could have done a little better job, I guess, but you know, it's good enough for this whole truck. I'm trying to be brief on my videos, and I've done all this too. Made it look like crap. No other way to say it. What else have I done? I think this truck is a mixture of a whole lot of different trucks. And have you noticed in my videos that every time I point out something, it's always a green truck? I don't know why, but I've noticed in my lifetime, most of the old vehicles I have seen that I've wound up with have been green. I can't figure it out, but green vehicles seem to last longer than any other color as far as I'm concerned. I'll turn this off so we can hear a little bit better. It's warming up anyway, so better put it back in gear. Even though I got a brick holding it, I put this door rubber on myself. I ordered it, but I kind of gummed it up because I'm pretty good at gumming stuff up. So that's where we're at on that. Let me shut this hood before I forget that. But here's my problem. When I went back here to get the truck, this is what's kind of got me buffaloed there a little bit. I can't really figure out if it's a wheel cylinder that's leaking or the master cylinder that's leaking, or maybe both. I don't know, but I don't have a bit of brake fluid in it. And please excuse this garage. As I've said before, all my pickup trucks wind up being catch-alls, and this is the one I was working on last week, playing with. I just call it playing. I really just enjoy playing with them. I'm not very smart at anything. I'm not good at anything. I'm good at spending money I don't have. I'm the world's best. Anyway, this is where the white 57 truck, I think my grandson named it Honest Charlie or something. Anyway, the front of the truck was facing toward me. The rear of the truck, of course, back toward the wall. But the master cylinder on a 57 Chevy truck and the earlier trucks was underneath the floorboard on the driver's side, or at least on mine. As you can see, it's pretty damp right there. And then you come back here. This is where the tire was. As you can see, the indentation there. And that appears to be brake fluid. So I'm thinking it's the rear wheel cylinder leaking, but you know, I can't be sure. But really, hey, I forgot I had that tailgate. That's a GMC tailgate. I forgot I had that. There's a bunch of stuff in here that, and I got a GMC hood. And the reason it's different than a Chevrolet, GMC has a cutout. I'm going to try to show you a cutout right in here. And that says GMC in this area. I like GMCs and Chevrolet. I like them all. Here's my old hood from my 68 Chevrolet truck that I don't have anymore. And I got a bunch of 62 Impala hoods. Got some more over there. Anyway, don't pay no attention to this garage. But while I'm here, I might as well show you this. This is the one that I put the boiled linseed oil on. And even though it's dusty, I put it back here in the back. It's all dry now. And it's turned out really good other than just being dusty. There's a lot of pollen here, and I'm sorry for the way my voice might be sounding, but this pollen really gets to me. But anyway, I got it sitting back here, and I thought I might drag it out later today maybe, but the day seems to be slipping away. Now, anyway, I'm thinking it might be the rear wheel cylinder. I don't know. Anyway, my buddy Tim will know. And fortunately for me, my buddy Tim, if you look at his, as I said, I hope I'm not making you tired of this video by mentioning this, but Gas Axe Chop Shop. He's been working on some trucks like mine, like the 57. I think it's a 58 and a 59 truck for a man and a woman, husband and wife, I should say. And they're going all out, and they're putting Mustang 2 front end and all that stuff on it. So my buddy Tim said the brake system they had on there was pretty good. I'm having a hard time ordering parts for this because it is 62 years old. And I called local auto parts stores and stuff, and nobody can get nothing for this stuff. So it's just got to be new stuff. So anyway, I'm hoping that he'll have some parts, or maybe it's just an easy fix. But at the same time, maybe I can ask you a question. It's been on my mind, or my wife and I was talking about it yesterday. I've got these new bumpers, new chrome bumpers that I'm going to put on this truck while I'm over there. Whenever Tim can get to it, he stays covered up all the time. And my wife said, do you really want to put this window visor on? Let me see if I probably can't do nothing with it. But this is like a 2 or 3 person job as far as I can see. But it goes up here like that. To me, this one will kind of match the truck better because everything on this truck, the paint's coming off or rusty or Bondo or whatever. Or would you put this brand new one on that I have in the box? It's black. And it would look good too. And my wife seems to think that the new black one would go better on this truck, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking that one. But as I said, I'm strange. But I thought maybe, if I wind up putting this one on, it would look more like it might have been on a truck for years, and that's the look I'm going for. I'm not looking for a show truck. I'm not looking, I'm not looking to win awards or anything. I just want to be able to ride and drive around in something old like this. I'm just as proud as if somebody had spent $50,000 on this. I'm just as proud to have this little old truck. But I got to get the brakes fixed. That's pretty important. Probably most important thing on the whole dang truck. But as far as running, it seems to run good. And as I said, I was going to play around with it today a little bit, but I guess I'm going to wait for that rollback to come get it because I can't drive it nowhere with no brakes. And this was an unexpected expense that I wasn't really counting on. So might have to slow down even more on some of my buying impulses that I seem to have. Anyway, once again, I've been long-winded. I appreciate you watching the video. I'm sorry it took so long, but I was trying to get y'all's advice on what I should do, or if you have parts. Oh, let me show you where this... Let me get all this up. As you can see, there's a lot to be done on this truck. Here's the cover that goes here. Let me get this out of the way. That is the master cylinder right there. Under the carpet, under the floor on the driver's side. So I'd say coming up with one of them is going to be somewhat expensive, even if I can find it. I figure Rock Auto or something like that probably has them, but I don't really want to get in depth on anything because I don't know if that's the problem. It could just be the rear wheel cylinder leaking. I'm not for sure. What a dilemma. But anyway, I'm okay, didn't have a wreck, and so we good. Appreciate you watching the video. I might make another one today and show you the old Charlie here being on the rollback and let you see what it looks like on there. If it's interesting to you anyway. Please give me a big old thumbs up. Please subscribe and leave a comment if you would. I appreciate it. And I want to tell you too, sometimes I'm a little late on commenting, or my wife and I both are late on commenting on comments sometimes because we're not getting notifications on YouTube about that somebody's made a comment. So I apologize for being so long, but I just didn't know I got a comment. Okay, appreciate you watching this once again. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you later.